Welcome to the Steel Studio. These are my weekly Thursday thoughts. Who will run the Afc North? Let's talk about each team, the strengths and the weaknesses. Let's start with the Bengals, defending AFC champions. I think the Bengals have a lot of talent. Bengals had a lot of things go their way last year as well. They had hardly anyone get hurt during the season. They had great young receiver that panned out. They had a quarterback that stayed healthy, and they've upgraded their offensive line on paper, at least. I'm still not sold on them. I don't think their defense is good as going to be as good as last year. I think Jamar may slip a little. Of course, their strengths will be their quarterback, their skill positions, and their defense tackles well, at least last year, and was physical. Hey, let's face it, they kicked our butt, beat us up last year twice. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Their weaknesses, their coach. I don't think their secondary is as great as people think. I think Mike Hilton might take a step back. And I don't think their pass rush is going to be totally dominant, especially without Ogunjobi. The Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens' strengths, of course, is Lamar's legs. They're one of the best fundamentally running teams in the league. On defense, their secondary on paper is amazing. Very hard to pass against. They have three good safeties. They have a rookie that's unproven, but he's a stud. Believe me, I wanted Kyle Hamilton in the draft. The weaknesses, I think their offensive line's still shaky. Lamar's contract situation, and their defensive line and linebackers are not what they used to be. They don't have Ray Lewis on the other side. They're missing that fire. Patrick Queen is not what they thought. He's kind of like Bush. He's just a guy. And they didn't go out and get Miles Jack and guys like that to make a difference like we did. And can Lamar really be a passing quarterback? I'm just not sold on it. And obviously their biggest weakness is they have no receivers. How they could not have adjusted that is beyond me. And the running game is only going to take them so far. When they have to win a game passing, they're not going to be able to do it. And we've owned them the last few years. So that's my thought on the Ravens. The Cleveland Browns, very good team, most overrated roster in football. I'm so sick of hearing about the best roster. On defense, they play well, but they don't play as a unit. Myles Garrett takes plays off. They, of course, their strength is their offensive line, but is it? I mean, their running backs, I think, is their strength. They can run the ball great, but they have one of the best run blocking teams in the league, but they gave up 50 sacks last year. People say that's Baker's fault. Well, we're about to find out. Another weakness of them is their receivers. They only have one. Jarvis Landry was clutch. They let him go. And no one else is unproven behind Cooper, who can't stay healthy. And is he a true number one? And, of course, quarterback right now without Watson. Jacoby Brissett is decent. Going to be better than what I think people think he will be. But he's not going to win a Super Bowl. You're not going anywhere with Jacoby Brissett. I don't think their secondary is supposedly really good. Can they stay healthy? How good are they? Unproven again. The rookie played well last year, but how will he be this year? Will they stay healthy? And how is the slot corner going to be? I don't see it. They don't have one. So there's my thoughts on them. As far as the Pittsburgh Steelers, of course, our weakness is our offensive line. But it's young, and we have a new coach and a new system. And it could get better. And we did sign Daniels, who played better in the last preseason game. It's going to surprise people. And Cole's going to be fine. So if Dan Moore can be the Dan Moore from last year, Chooks can be what he's been so far, and Dotson can stay healthy, I think it'll be a top 15 line. And if it is, look out. We got Najee. We got Freiermuth. Those are difference makers. We got a great receiving core. Not as good on paper as the Bengals, of course, but Pickens could be just as good as Chase if he don't expect it. But he's going to make some plays out there and be way better than Juju was, especially last year when he wasn't even available. So I think we're going to be good. Defensively, our D-line should be better. We won't have a Henry Mondeau or a Davis out there, hopefully, although Mondeau's gone. We will have Ogunjobi, hopefully healthy, Alulu back. Hopefully he won't have a freak injury again, and Cam can do Cam things. And that only makes Highsmith and Watt better. Miles Jack could be a stud. And our secondary looks good. They're tall, they're smart, and they're athletic. Don't discount Levi Wallace. And Minka could be Minka. This team could be really good. With all that said, I think my prediction for the division, I think the Bengals will win the division with 10 wins. I think the Steelers will come in second with 9 or 10 wins. The Ravens will come in third with 9 wins. And the Browns will have 6 to 8 wins. Maybe 9. This division's tough. It's probably way better than the AFC East. Better than the South for sure. And pretty good. I think you could even put it up against the West, which I think is overrated. Good division, great teams, great players on every team, and very exciting. And I think the Steelers will make the playoffs. How could you not say they will? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the team that has legends. And we're about to have more legends as we're so close. So that's my thoughts for Thursday. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And the Steel Studio will be back to do more shows after this win. Go Steelers.